Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today's flow is going to be for the hips, mainly for emotional release. So if you've been feeling stressed, or even if you feel like you have some suppressed emotions, the hips are really a great way to just work through that because we hold a lot of energy in the hips. So let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. So take your knees out about as wide as your mat. And if you need any more support, or if this is uncomfortable for the hips or the back, you can just bring your knees in a little bit closer. And if your head is not on the floor, you can grab a block or a pillow or something to support the head. You want to just totally relax here. And take a few big breaths in and out and just settle in. And we allow ourselves to just slow down, to breathe a little bit deeper, a little bit slower. The mind starts to slow down. If you have an intention for this practice or something that you know you would like to release, then go ahead and bring that to mind. It could be a word or a phrase or even an image. And just imagine yourself standing in front of this intention. And with love, you tell it that you are ready to let go. That you appreciate what it has done up until now to serve whatever need that you had. But now you allow it to be released with love. Take a big inhale in. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left. And keep letting your hips just settle down into the mat. Take another inhale as you walk through center. And exhale over to the right. Just relaxing the head, relaxing the hips. If you feel any tension, don't try to fight it. Just allow your breath to deepen the relaxation. On your next inhale, walk back through center and press up into tabletop. So hands and knees. Want to spread the fingers really wide. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat. And then start to move with your breath as you exhale, rounding into cat pose. And as you inhale, dropping down through cow. If your back is not quite ready for this, you don't have to drop as low in cow. You can just stay neutral. Just close your eyes, move with the breath. This is not only good for the spine, but this is said to balance the masculine and the feminine energies as well. And over the next few breaths, take any other movements that might feel good. You could take the hips and side to side, in big circles, or even rock the shoulders in front of the fingertips for a wrist stretch. And then eventually making your way back to neutral tabletop. So continue to spread the fingers wide. Now tuck the toes. And as you breathe in, puff up through your back like cat pose and just hover the knees about an inch or two off the ground. Keep pressing all of your weight on the front side of your body into those 10 fingers, and then try to balance that weight between the toes. Continue to breathe. On your next exhale, take the hips up and back for down dog. So just the first down dog of the flow, be gentle. Pedal it out 1 foot at a time. And then make your way back into stillness. So to check your down dog position, just roll forward on your inhale and make sure that your hands and feet are where they should be for plank pose. And once you're there, go ahead and press back to down dog just to check the alignment. On your next inhale, take the right leg high behind you, 3-legged down dog. Bend the right knee, open the hip, and take anything that feels good, maybe some ankle circles or full knee circles. And then bring it back to three-legged dog. And then bring that right foot all the way between the hands. Drop your left knee down. Untuck the left toes. Bring the arms up overhead for Anjaneyasana. And just settle in here for a moment. Pull the belly button in. Keep the spine long. Now we're going to start to move with the breath. As we inhale, rock forward. You can keep the hands at the chest or you can plant them down. We're going to open up the hip flexor on the inhale. And then on the exhale, rock it back to half splits just to get into the hamstrings. So you don't want to push too deep yet. Just start to move with the breath. Inhale forward, exhale back. Allowing the breath to dictate the pace of the movement. And then the next time you rock forward, plant the hands and step back to plank. Take a big breath in. And then exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg behind you. Stack open the hip, bend the knee, take some circles if you took it on the other side. Continue to press your weight through all 10 fingers. And then re-extend the left leg. Slowly bring that foot all the way up between the hands. Drop the right knee down. Come into Anjaneyasana on this side. So pull the belly button in, squeeze the glutes so that you're engaging and slightly tucking the tailbone. And then arms extend overhead. Find your breath. And then from here, we're going to start to move through that hip, or the hip flexor and the hamstring stretch. So inhaling forward, and then exhaling back. You might notice that this side feels different than the other. That's totally fine. Just continue to let the breath dictate the pace and how deep you go in this move. Good, and now next time you rock forward, plant the hands, step back through plank, and just hold it here. Round up through your back like cat pose. Pull the belly button towards the ceiling, but then tuck your tailbone under. Feel the long line of energy from the crown of your head down to your feet. Take another big breath in, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, Anjaney. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, airplane lunge. So we're gonna come up into a low lunge, keeping our chest just a little above parallel to the mat. And then squeeze your biceps together behind you. Get your pinkies high. And then inhale up to high crescent lunge. Hold it here. Continue to squeeze through the core. Take a big inhale. Exhale, warrior two, opening up. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, flow. So for this flow, you can go right back to down dog as a modification, or you can take it down into a chaturanga from the toes or the knees, and then cobra or up dog. Eventually meeting back in down dog. Inhale the left leg behind you. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Right knee down, Anjaney as we inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge. Find your balance. Squeeze the belly in. And then inhale, high crescent lunge. Holding here for a breath. Take a big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, cartwheel down, plant the hands, flow, or right back to down dog. All right, we're gonna do that one more time, breath to movement. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, Anjaney. Back knee down, arms up on the inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, flow. Move with your breath. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, Anjane. Back knee down, arms up on the inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, flow. And just take a clearing breath here. And then roll forward to plank. And then plant the knees down. Press it back to child's pose. Find your breath. And then rock forward on your next inhale, back through tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, bring it through for half pigeon. So as you come through for half pigeon, take your right knee just outside of the right wrist and shoulder. And if this is a little too intense, you can either grab a prop, so a block or a pillow, to place under the right hip, or you can go to the back for figure four. So just see how you feel before you press yourself down as deep as possible. Just see where your breath is. As we release energy and emotion from the hips, it's really important to be gentle. Just like we would be with our emotions, not forcing anything out, not forcing anything to change, but just settling into the flow. And if you feel pretty good here and you haven't already, you can try lowering all the way down. And just stay with your breath. Allow your hips to relax on your exhales. And then start to gently press yourself back up to the hands. And we can move into the next side. So you can just go through tabletop, or you can press all the way back up to down dog. And if you met me in down dog, then we'll just inhale to extend the left leg. Exhale, bring it through for half pigeon on this side. Taking the left knee out just a little bit wider than the wrist and left shoulder. Find your breath first. Let your hips relax as they stay squared up to the mat. And then maybe taking it a little bit deeper. Noticing if there's a difference on this side, not forcing it to change, but just noticing. And then if you went all the way down on the other side, you can try that here. And just allowing your hips to relax on your exhale. Relaxing the muscles in your face and your shoulders, even through the feet. Imagine letting go on your exhales of anything that's not serving you, any form of beliefs or stories or thoughts that have been keeping you stuck or just are no longer serving you. Allow that to exhale out of your body. And then on your next inhale, start to press yourself back up to the hands. And then moving back through down dog one last time. Just noticing the difference in how our hamstrings might feel here. And then slowly roll yourself forward and lower all the way down. You can always take it to the knees here to modify. And then we'll roll over onto our back. And here we're going to take the feet together, knees out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. And if you feel a little bit tighter in the hips and this isn't comfortable, you can always grab props. So towels or blankets or something that you can put right there under the legs at the hip, just for a little more support. And once you get here, you can either stay here with your arms extended, you can goalpost or cactus the arms for a little more opening in the upper body. Or if you're feeling open enough, even grabbing opposite elbows above the head. Just settle into your breath and notice how this feels physically, emotionally. This is a very vulnerable pose as we allow our heart and the hips to open. So much of our day is spent closing these areas. We spend it hunched over a desk or a phone. So just allow this time to open, to surrender. And then over the next few breaths, we're going to bring the hands outside the legs and just gently close the knees like a book. Now moving into a supine twist. Take your feet about as wide as your yoga mat. Moving into double diamond, we're just going to take the knees and drop them over to the right. Again, you can always use a prop under the right knee here. And then just arms out by the side or in a cactus. If you'd like to deepen this stretch, you can take the right foot, flexing the foot, and place it on top of the left knee. If you do this version, just keep both feet flexed to protect the knees. The outer hips are often missed in our stretching, so this is really a nice one to open that. And then gently bring the knees back through center, readjust, and then as you exhale, drop the knees over to the left. And if you took the other option to deepen it, you can do that here, placing the left foot on top of the right knee. Allow your shoulders to get heavy. Allow the muscles between your eyebrows to relax. And breathe deeply through your rib cage. Enjoy this moment of surrender. And then on your next inhale, gently bring the knees back through center. And take the legs all the way out. Take a nice long body, full body stretch. Arms up and legs out. Pointing the toes, pointing the fingers. And just take yourself into a little ball. Give yourself a squeeze. You can rock side to side on the low back if that feels good. And then just make your way back up to a seat. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful for you today. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe, share it with a friend who might enjoy it. And as always, I love comments. I love to hear what you thought about it, or if there's anything specific that you would like to see that I can make a video for. So I will see you next time. Be well.